Hi, everybody. This update is a video that is targeted specifically for upper school teachers. I wanted to share with you on video the workflow that we are expecting you to use as your way to share your Zoom links with your students through Schoology, our learning management system. So I'm going to start at the very beginning, which is I have gotten to zoom.us. And from here, I'm going to sign in. As always, and whenever you see this, you should probably try it. I'm going to click on sign in with Google. So if you're accessing something and sign in with Google is an option, use it. And I'm going to click through on my account name. And so if I'm going to be sharing my link, I'm going to look at my upcoming links and I'm going to pick which one it is that I need to share with which group. So you'll notice this is recurring. It's going to be the same link, but it recurs. So it just repeats itself day after day after day. Okay, so here I go. In order to grab the link, though, what I really need to do is click through. And in this pane that you see here, this window, we have all the information. This is where you might check your settings. And if you needed to make a change, you could edit them. But really, generally speaking, the only time you're going to be going in here is to grab this link. Remember that we can copy the link either using the right click on our mouse, as I have just done, or you can highlight and you can use those keyboard commands. On a Dell or PC, the keyboard command for copy is Control-C, and on a Mac, it's Command-C. So I've copied my link, and now I'm going to toggle back into Schoology. So here I am in Schoology, and this is just as a reminder. When you're thinking about how your Schoology course looks to your students, you want to design from a place of empathy, which is putting yourself in the shoes of the student. And you want to look at your course content, and I want you to always think, multiply this by 6 or 7 or even 8 in some cases, and realize that what your students see is generally about 6 times what you are putting out there because they have those other classes kind of filtering into their system. So you just want to always keep that in the back of your mind as you add content and as you organize your content. So I want to navigate to the course where I'm going to share this Zoom link now. So I've just clicked the course button and I'm going to just kind of scan through and I'm going to share this in my amazing test course. So I'm going to click on that. Now I'm not going to be sharing the link immediately here in the materials. I have this course defaulting to the materials page. I'm going to navigate to the updates page. I do this by using these clickable menus to the left here. So here I am in my updates page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start typing the name of this link. So this is going to be Mrs. Metzger's Zoom link. And we're going to call this period 2 because it says section 2, but just for fun. So I'm going to highlight the link, the text that I want my link to become. And I'm going to use this. It's a little square with a little arrow pointing into it that says insert content. It's one of the last buttons on the update pane that I use to type my update. So I'm going to click on insert content. What I'm doing here is I'm telling Schoology, turn the words I typed into a link. And this, where it says link/URL, so this new little window popped up, link/URL, I'm going to use those keyboard commands again to paste my link. So on a Dell, the paste is going to be Control-V. That's a Dell or a PC. You're going to use Control-V, and that pastes whatever you had. On a PC, you would use Command-V. And again, I'm saying V as in Victor. So I've got my link. The words that are clickable here are going to be Mrs. Metzger's Zoom link period 2. That's what I typed. And I'm going to hit insert. You might want to make it bigger, which you can do by highlighting and changing the font size to 14. It doesn't get much bigger. This only works if you use the insert content to make that link, the strategy we're using. So just keep that in mind. You can definitely attach links, but it's not going to work the way that we want for this special announcement type that we're using. So I hope that piece is clear so far. Now, before I hit post, this is the critical component we're going to do. I've been using the lingo ring the bell. I don't know if that's the right lingo. What it does, though, is when you click on this, it's right next to the post button. It's this little, looks like a comic book talking window, and it's got a plus sign. So I'm going to click on that. And from the drop down, I get this little bell, and I'm going to check next to the little bell. That's what I mean when I'm saying we're going to ring the bell. What this does is it turns this into an announcement as opposed to just an update. So in Schoology's world, an announcement is something that lives permanently, sort of pinned to the top. So I'm going to hit post. And now you see it. It's there, announcement, permanently pinned to the top there. So what that means for the student perspective is that the student goes to their home page here in Schoology. They'll see that announcement, but over time in their feed, it starts to get buried. But what it means for them now is that all they have to do is click on courses, navigate to their course, click on their, and right there at the top, they don't even have to click. It just stays there at the top. So the link is there no matter whether you have the course set to open on materials or set to open on updates. It really doesn't matter. It's just hanging out there at the top. And as a student, all I have to do is click the link. So that's your workflow. That's the first place that you're going to put it. The second place you're going to put it is just at the top of each week's weekly overview, Zoom link for the week. That's it. And if you have multiple, if you have linked sections in your weekly overview, you can simply say period 1, period 2, period 3 right there in the weekly overview. As simple and clear as you can possibly make it, that's the way to do it. The last piece I want to explain, because I know that you all are linking your sections together, is how you would do this if you had linked sections. And it's really pretty much the same exact process. I'm going to demo this in a course I have that has linked sections. I'm going to go to my updates. Hopefully you're kind of following along in your head now since you've seen it once before. I'm going to type my words. Okay, this is still going to be for period 2. I'm going to highlight the text. I'm going to go to that insert content button. I'm going to press link, and I'm going to paste my link, and I'm going to press insert. Here is where you handle your multiple sections. You're going to delete the ones that are not going to receive this. So if this is for period 2, I delete period 1, 3, 4, 5, right? If it's period 1, I delete 2, 3, 4, 5. So whichever period needs it is the only one that you let stay. And then next to that post button, once again, we press this, we ring the bell so that it becomes an announcement that stays at the top, and then we press post. I'm not going to post this one because I don't want them all to be there. One last piece of advice. For those of you who think that you may have students who are trying to sign in from an app, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, it may benefit you in the long run to also copy this string of numbers, which is the meeting ID, and to simply include that meeting ID underneath as well, because that can really, really help for students who have to sign in without being able to click the link. That happens from time to time, and it may save you a little bit of energy on the other end of things. And then one final note, the view for you as a teacher is not going to be as clean as we would like it. It's only going to show the first link that you post when you go to your linked sections. Again, this is applicable to linked sections. It's only going to show the first link that you post. It's not going to show them, mapped out neatly in order. So I would still recommend for you that you access your links and launch your meetings through your Zoom platform so that you know exactly which link that you're launching. I really hope this information is helpful. I hope this workflow streamlines things for you. 2 places, as an announcement per class, and also in your weekly overview. Thanks, and you know where to find me if you have any questions. Have a great day, everybody.